System, Gavorkum. Approaching Kadara.
Besides being a haven for Nexus exiles, what do we know about this place?
Group of exiles called the Outcasts liberated Kadara port from the Ket. Until recently, their power was absolute. But a new gang, the Collective, has been chipping it away. Real shady bastards led by an unknown called the Charlatan.
Well, with luck, they'll be too busy shooting at each other to notice us.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched. I found something. I'm picking up something. Probes launched. Getting a scan. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Now orbiting Kadara. Standing order for all incoming ships. The port is a ceasefire zone by order of Sloane Kelly. She was head of Nexus security.
Be ready for anything. And keep comms open. Should hear from our resistance contacts soon.
Incoming call. Patching it through.
There's been a development regarding the spy, Venturev. Rendezvous at Crawler's Song. Your contact's codename is Shayna.
Shayna. Got it. That's one hell of a welcome sign.
Exiles have stepped up their game since the revolt.
Not too shabby for folk who got kicked off the station with nothing to show for it.
Maybe we can get them back on our side.
We know they can fight Ket.
Our supplier's waiting. Come on, we're gonna be late.
Do I even want to know?
Nope.
I get it, I do.
Everything all right?
But no one leaves the port until the docking papers
just
go
greasing
through
some palms so
processing.
we can park the Nomad.
Not too much grease, I hope.
Dealt with disaster profiteers back in Hustle. I can work this guy. You just focus on the spy.
You can't do this.
This is our home.
Should have paid your protection fees then. What are you doing to these people?
Nothing they weren't expecting. Port's got two rules. No guns and pay your protection fees.
What are you, the mob?
Other way around. Outcasts of the law in Kadara. You got a problem with that? You can join these assholes.
Pathfinder, it will be difficult to find the spy if you're barred from the city.
Guess that's true.
What was that?
Nothing. I'll be on my way.
Creep.
Got plenty. Kadara is honored by your presence and your credits.
Finally, the respect I deserve.
Happy to oblige.
You won't get away with this. My people won't allow it.
Not for us, Leo Dara would have been slaughtered by it.
Hey!
Piss off.
You order, you pay.
I said...
You look like you're waiting for someone.
I've got time for a drink.
Shayna, but you can call me Reyes. I hate code names.
I was expecting someone more Angaran.
The Resistance pays me to supply information. Among other things.
So you're a smuggler.
Your man, Venterev, was arrested by Sloane Kelly, leader of the Outcasts. Word spread about what he did to Moshae Sefa. The people are calling for his execution. And Sloane? She's a woman of the people.
I like her already.
Well, she doesn't like you.
She's never met me.
You work for the Initiative. Sloane was part of the uprising on the Nexus. I doubt she'll give Ven up easily.
I'm taking him, with or without her permission.
We're gonna be friends, you and I. There might be another way to get to Ven. You work Sloane. I'll talk to the Resistance.
How do I contact you if things go south?
Hey, you gotta pay.
Keep the change.
Always do. What can I get you? Don't say surprise me.
So what's the latest in Kadara?
The port's on the brink of civil war. The Charlatan and the Collective have been gunning for Sloane's throne. Thought it was all talk until they started killing each other in the Badlands.
You're pretty calm about it.
When you live in a place run by pirates, violence becomes relative. I'm not gonna worry until the shooting's outside my bar.
How do you feel about Sloane? Do you like her?
I like Sloane fine, but her protection fees can go to hell.
She makes you pay for protection?
Yep, and the price of safety keeps getting higher. Can't complain too much, though. The Outcasts are my biggest customers.
You mentioned the Charlatan and the Collective.
Yeah, what about them?
Who are they?
Wow, you're new here. No one knows who the Charlatan is. That's kind of the point. He, she, they, whatever, run the Collective. They like to think of themselves as some kind of spy network. But they're just thugs. Might be a little smarter than the Outcasts, but no one's got the moral high ground in Kadara.
Thanks for the gossip.
Part of the job.
Were you a bartender back in the Milky Way?
Yup.
You like it?
Nope.
So why do it?
It's familiar.
When you're surrounded by the alien, it's comforting to do something familiar.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, I'm okay.
Whatever.
Pathfinder. Interested in the Collective's services?
How do you know who I am?
The Collective makes a point of knowing everything and everyone worth knowing in Helios.
You sound more like information brokers than pirates.
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
What's going on between the Collective and the Outcasts?
Officially, nothing.
Unofficially?
Lines are being drawn, Pathfinder. That's all I can say.
Who is the Charlatan? No one seems to have a straight answer.
The Charlatan is our leader and a private individual. Even I haven't seen them in person.
You take orders from a stranger?
I've met representatives. People who speak for the Charlatan and carry out their will. Whoever the Charlatan is, man or woman, they provide information, care, resources. It's ours. That's enough for me.
I'm having trouble nailing down what the Collective is exactly.
Understandable. We aren't one thing. Think of us as a service provider. We cater to our clients' needs.
Even if that means killing and stealing from people.
Survival is an ugly business, Pathfinder, but unlike the Outcasts, we aren't governed by hate. If the initiative proved reasonable, I'm sure the Charlatan would be willing to work with the Nexus.
Let's say I was interested in joining your little gang. How would I do that?
You're more high profile than our usual members, but it's up to the Charlatan who joins. If you have potential, our leader will reach out to you, usually through a representative.
And then what?
For some, that's it. Others may have to pass a test. It's different for every recruit.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, Pathfinder. Of course.
Sam, tell me about Sloane Kelly.
Before joining the initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
A hothead. Great.
Running low on filters.
No funny business.
Focus defenses here and here. The Ket have been quiet for too long. What?
That's quite the throne. Should I bow? Kiss your ring?
Very funny. So, what brings a Pathfinder to our humble port?
Ven Terev. Name ring any bells?
What's he to you? And don't lie to me.
I need him so I can infiltrate a Ket flagship. You've obviously got no love for the Ket. I'm doing you a favor.
Kadara is an Angaran port. They want Ven dead, and I want to keep them happy.
This is bigger than local politics.
You don't need Ven. You need his intel. Talk to him before I put his head on a spike.
I can work with that.
See? No reason we can't be civilized.
Should have brought refreshments.
Give the Pathfinder access to the holding cells.
Yes, sir.
Our deal's done. What do you want?
What happened to being civilized?
It's hard to be polite when there's shit to do.
We all have our character flaws.
You my therapist now. Get to the point, Pathfinder.
What does the Collective have against the outcasts?
People always want what they don't have. The charlatans' thugs are no different.
Who do you think the charlatan is?
My guess, a group of people. It'd take more than one person to run that outfit.
You're not worried they're moving in on outcast territory?
If they make a play, I'm ready.
Helios isn't exactly hospitable. How did he survive after the Nexus?
We didn't leave empty-handed, but when supplies ran low, we were forced to get creative. I ordered hits on Ket convoys, traded with Angaran villages. They told me about Kadara port.
You never got violent with the Angara?
Just the Rokar. Fuck those guys.
I looked you up. Head of Nexus Security. Alliance trained. Record shows a temper, but otherwise paints the picture of a loyal soldier. Why'd you switch sides?
Because I'm sick of serving assholes. I could have handled the situation on the Nexus, but Tam wanted a bloodbath. He brought in the Krogan without even asking me. New galaxy, same old bullshit.
You could have quit.
They would have died without my help. Not all exiles are criminals. Some of us just had enough.
You became a pirate by trying to protect people from a massacre?
The irony isn't lost on me. You know, Pathfinder, when I joined the initiative, I thought we could build a new society. A better one. But the initiative was just another empty promise. The only person I can count on to change things is me.
How did a human come to lead an Angaran port?
When I got to Kadara, the Ket were rounding up Angara like animals. It was a slaughter. My people put an end to it. Naturally, the locals were grateful.
And the heads decorating the spaceport? What's that about?
A warning.
To the Ket?
To anyone.
So, the outcasts. Give me the sales pitch.
The outcasts aren't for you.
Wow. No hesitation.
I handpicked every one of my crew. They've got either potential or history with me. You've got neither.
I was only curious. Sheesh. I'll let you get back to it.
Pathfinder, stay out of Kadara's business. This isn't your turf.
You're not what I expected, Pathfinder.
I get that a lot.
Keep staying on Sloane's good side, and I'll be really impressed.
Are you Sloane's second in command?
She calls me her right-hand Turian. I keep the wheel from squeaking.
Did you switch sides with Sloane during the mutiny?
I came over on Arcnatanus. Never stepped foot on the Nexus.
I ran into some Natana survivors on Havarl.
They're still alive? Must be Rix's doing.
You know Avitus?
We've crossed paths.
The Collective is making waves in Kadara Port. What's the Outcast plan to stay on top?
By not telling our strategies to strangers.
You and Sloane seem close.
What about it?
Nothing, just wondering what's the story there.
We met on the Citadel. She punched me in the face when I offered to buy her a drink.
Seriously?
No. Mind your own business, Pathfinder.
See you around, Kaitis.
Don't feed the prisoner.
Don't touch the prisoner. And the only thing that passes between you two are words. Got it?
Absolutely. I won't cause trouble.
Plenty of honor for new recruits.
What do you want?
The Archon ship. Where is it?
This a new interrogation tactic? Sloane's getting lazy.
I don't answer to Sloane. I'm a Pathfinder with the initiative.
The one who rescued the Moshai. I know who you are, and what happened on Vold.
You can still make this right, Ven. Tell me what I need to know.
Making it right won't save my life.
But it could save others. The Archon ship. Where is it?
I never saw it. Got my orders from a Ket transponder. But you could use its frequency to triangulate the Archon's location.
Do you still have it?
I buried it before I was arrested. Should still be outside the city.
Thanks for the intel.
Don't you want to know why I did it? Why I betrayed the Moshai?
Enlighten me.
We're losing the war against the Ket, and still, Ephra puts my brothers and sisters in danger to protect a useless old woman.
So you took things into your own hands.
I made the call he wouldn't. The Archon only wanted the Moshai. I thought if I gave her up... I didn't know what the Ket were doing to my people.
Ephra still entrusted the Moshai to you, and you betrayed them both.
I did what I thought was right. And I'll accept the consequences.
Pathfinder, the communicator is buried outside the ceasefire zone. I suggest bringing a squad.
Betra, Drac, are you back from... whatever it was you were doing?
Yep, our completely legitimate business deal went off without a hitch.
Benefit of bringing a Krogan along.
Tell Gil to prep the Nomad. I need to go outside the city.
If you would like, Pathfinder, I could provide an analysis of the deceased. He's Angaran. There are multiple lacerations on the face and abdomen.
Another body? I don't get paid enough for this shit.
There's been more than one murder?
7 by my count, but that's all I know.
Perhaps Mr. Vidal would have more information, Pathfinder.
You okay?
What? Oh, yeah, of course.
Maybe you should freak out more quietly then, so you don't draw attention to yourself.
Shit. Wasn't that obvious?
Yeah. What's going on?
I joined the Outcasts a few weeks ago. Kaitis tasked me with collecting protection fees. Thought it'd be easy. But we talked to so many people. I got the names mixed up and banished someone who paid their fee.
They didn't protest it?
Of course, she did. But they all do. We don't really listen.
You just kicked her out. No questions asked.
You don't have to guilt trip me. I thought about looking for her, but I can't risk Kaitis finding out I screwed up. I need this job to feed my little brother. Our mom's still in cryo on the Nexus. He's got no one else.
Does this convenient little brother have a name?
Eli Wessler. I'm not making this up.
Pathfinder, there is an Eli Wessler recorded in the Nexus database.
Alright. I'll keep an eye out for... What was the exile's name?
Remy Tamayo. She would have gone to the slums for processing. After that, no idea. The warden might know. Everyone who's banished to the Badlands goes through him.
You're the Pathfinder.
A city under a city.
At the center is Tartarus, a nightclub.
Think it will scar?
You look well enough. My patients are usually leaking from somewhere.
No leaking here. Just seeing all Kadara has to offer.
A tourist, huh?
Pathfinder, actually.
One survived. Could have used you when we got to Helios. Dr. Ryota Nakamoto. I used to work as the Outcast's physician. Quit after Sloan turned what should have been a medical breakthrough into a drug.
I thought she was supposed to be a woman of the people.
She's whatever she needs to be to stay in power. When we arrived on Kadara, I found a local string of bacteria that shares properties with penicillin.
Quite the find.
It was, until I discovered the drug is addictive and induces hallucinations in large doses. I took my concerns to Sloan. All she saw was an opportunity to make a profit, called the drug Oblivion. But beyond stealing back my formula, there's no way to stop her.
So let's steal the formula.
Are you crazy? It's heavily guarded. I'm a doctor. I don't know how to fight.
Don't worry. We got this.
The formula's in my old lab. Please don't get killed trying to fix my mistake.
How toxic can it be?
You're that initiative big shot, aren't you?
Maybe. Maybe not. Do I owe you credits?
Ah, you're a playful one. I like that. You could say I'm disillusioned with the exiles. People here can't be trusted. Sooner stab you in the back than work together. So, I got no love for any of them.
They don't deserve you.
Damn straight. Outlaws got innovative ways of putting stuff together. I bet a smart one like you could learn a lot from scrutinizing our, stuff. You should check out Outlaw Tech and Materials. Might learn a few things. You remember who gave you the skinny on that?
Sanjeev Clement. Terrible way to die.
Music? Dancing? Booze? Hell yes.
Sorry, if you're looking for a dance, I'm off the clock.
Is this what you came all the way here for? Living in a place like this?
Had to get away from my crazy family in the Milky Way. My brother, Conrad, well, he's a couple of chords low on EZO, if you know what I mean. But now I'm here, and it's great. That Sloane Kelly, I want to be just like her. That attitude, her accent. She's like, hey, you bastard, lick my boots, kiss my ring, and then my bum. I want to work for her, learn the ropes. Then call up my brother Conrad and be all, see, idiot, you're not the only one in the family hanging out with famous people.
Right. Good luck with that.
Tell her to call later. I'm drinking. And leave the bottle. Ryder, glad you're here. I'm sure you've heard about the murders.
There's a fresh body outside Krala's. Some of the locals say it's the charlatan's handiwork.
I don't buy it. The charlatan is discreet, careful. Whoever did this wanted the bodies found.
Making a statement.
But to who?
The killer could be unhappy with how Sloane's running things.
Less than a third of the victims are outcasts. No. If I was a betting man, and I am, I'd say it was the Rokar.
Why would a Rokar be in Kadara port?
It's Angaran built, and before Sloan, Angaran run. I think the Rokar came here looking for new recruits, and things got out of hand.
And the Angara victims? How do they fit into your theory?
I did some digging. All of the deceased Angara were public Milky Way sympathizers.
So the victims either were from the Milky Way...
or supported us. It's the only pattern I could find.
An Angaran port run by aliens would be a prime target for their cause.
Problem is, I've got no proof. And the Resistance doesn't want to antagonize the Rokar.
Guessing that's where I come in.
I need that fancy AI of yours to scan for evidence that could implicate the Rokar. People are scared, Ryder. This is your opportunity to win friends in Kadara Port.
Looks like I'm adding detective to my growing list of titles.
Detectives find things, and you're...
A Pathfinder. Yeah, I got it.
One of the crime scenes isn't far. Give me a call when you get there.
My, look who's crossed my path. Pathfinder Ryder. Remember me? The innocent man you exiled?
Nilk and Rensis. So you found your way to Kadara.
Not many places Mariette and I could have ended up. Other than dead, of course.
Your wife deserves to be happy. Do right by her.
Well, we agree there. I know I put her in a difficult situation. That day on Eos, I did what was necessary to survive. Mariette sees that. Turns out this life suits us. There's freedom in living by your wits. And we've had to rely on each other completely.
I'm glad some good has come of this.
I'm sure you've been racked with worry. I suppose I should thank you. So thank you, Pathfinder. I'll give Mariette your best.
Want to make some easy credits?
Always.
I like your conviction. As you may know, Kadara's most valuable trade is scrap and resources stolen from the Nexus. But that well's running dry.
I'm not stealing for you.
Not my goal. My focus is resources native to Andromeda. I have it on good authority there's a large barite deposit in Dralier. Barite's going to be big.
You don't say.
I sent a surveyor to check it out, but he hasn't returned. All I need from you is peace of mind.
Send me his last nav point. I'll check on him.
Much appreciated.
If you're thinking of heading into the Badlands, well, you may never come back.
What do you know about the situation out there?
You might say I'm warden of the Badlands. It's not a place for tourists. Tough beyond these walls.
I can handle it.
A lot of people say that, and then we never see them again. Badlands are Kadara's dumping ground, like a giant prison. When you're too nasty for even this place, we kick you out there.
You mean exiles who get exiled?
Yep, worst of the worst. And some of them want to be there. Got secrets to hide, I guess. The water's toxic. Sulfur springs are everywhere. Have a nasty habit of catching fire. Yeah, so have at it. Knock yourself out.
I'm looking for a Remy Tamayo. Any idea where I might find her?
Tamayo. Oh, yeah. She's the one who kept insisting she's innocent.
She is innocent. The outcast collecting the fees made a mistake. Remy paid up.
Well, shit. That's never happened before.
As far as you know.
Don't get smart, Pathfinder. Last time I saw your girl, She was talking with Johann and his crew. Nasty bunch. I'll send you the nav point to their last known location. Prepare for a fight.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Even the water is like a festering wound that no medicine can heal.
Should I send you back to the Tempest?
Is that an option?
All right, Sam. Show me what we've got.
Kadara's water is dense with sulfide minerals, the oxidation of which produces toxic streams and lakes.
So, no skinny dipping?
No dipping at all, Pathfinder. Even the Nomad's shields cannot withstand the water's corrosive properties. The presence of monoliths suggests a vault that might reduce the acidity. However, outlaws, pirates, and other unsavory exiles inhabit Kadara's hills. The further you travel from the mountain, the more dangerous it will become.
Good to know. Let's get out there.
The water's on fire. That's not natural, right?
An exothermic reaction from the sulfuric acid coming in contact with water in the atmosphere.
Taking in the view?
It's spectacular. These sulfur pools are dumping grounds for bodies. People hide all sorts of evidence out here.
Give them credit for putting the land to good use.
My name's Cineris. One day there'll be a reckoning for all these murders. I'm trying to collect the evidence and account for the victims.
That's just bleeding heart crusader crap. I'd rather collect whatever's on the bodies and make some cash.
This is Drexel, a leech. I'd prefer to shoot him, but that would kind of go against the whole grain of my work. These cesspools are scattered everywhere. If you find any bodies in your travels, let me know. Future justice will thank you.
Or let me know, and I'll thank you right now.
This body was dumped here, as Cineris claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation.
Hey, don't touch that.
The locker contains personal items. It is registered to the Parcero.
Parcero? This is from the Solarian Ark.
That means they got through dark space.
It looks like a salvage team is hunting down these lockers, meaning there's more. The Solarians are out there somewhere. Yep, still hurts.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information. Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
guard one lab.
Who invited the collective?
These
Don't hurt me. Please, don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
I'm not here to hurt you, Dr.
Ferenth. Dr. Arena Ferenth.
I only want the Oblivion formula. Then I'll be on my way.
Ryota sent you, didn't he? With a sob story about Sloan misusing his medical breakthrough.
Something like that.
Oblivion wasn't his breakthrough, it was ours.
Is everyone on this planet a lying asshole?
We always meant Oblivion to be a highly addictive drug. That it has medicinal value was a coincidence.
I've seen Dr. Nakamoto's clinic. He's not the type to create something harmful.
That clinic is a front. The charlatan gives anonymous donations so he'll patch up collective thugs, no questions asked. You've had what, one conversation with him? I've known Ryota for years. Everything he does for credits.
But you're different.
I place survival above credits. Give Ryota the formula, and I'm as good as dead. Sloan will see to that.
I've seen Sloan's outfit. Not a lot of doctors. You're too valuable to kill.
She'll see it as cooperating with the enemy. Loyalty's more important to Sloan than brains.
You're lying about Dr. Nakamoto to keep the formula.
You willing to bet my life on that?
Yup.
Fuck you.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Enemies!
wind farm. These exiles sure are resourceful.
Must be how they power Kadara Port.
Assholes took everything but the rotor hub.
Trouble with scavengers?
Always. Who are you?
Someone who can help.
Seriously doubt that. Your initiative, right? Too clean to be an exile.
I'm a Pathfinder.
A Pathfinder? On Kadara? Holy shit.
You said you had a scavenger problem?
Right, yeah. Bastards come at night, pick the turbines clean of parts. Expensive and annoying.
Sloan doesn't provide security?
Too busy with the collective. I'm not asking for guards, I just want our parts back.
Any idea where I could find these scavengers?
I've started putting trackers on the more valuable parts. Yard drive, generator, they've all been taken to the same nav point.
I'll check it out.
If the parasites put up a fight, don't feel bad about offing them.
You're
running security here?
Seriously, what are we
Trying.
for?
Krogan or not, I'm only one merc. This lot's crazy thinking they can run a wind farm in the Badlands.
Why do you think there have been so many attacks?
All these fancy gizmos out in the open, they're begging to be stolen. We'll say, though, it's damn suspicious those scavs keep hitting the place while I'm off shift. Like someone's telling them when to strike.
Any advice for staying alive in the Badlands?
Get out of the Badlands.
See you around.
Whatever.
She is under the influence of oblivion.
She was telling scavengers when to attack in exchange for credits to buy oblivion. Hey, that Asari, Nyath, she's been selling your patrol schedules to the scavengers.
I knew it. Fucking junkie. Thanks for the heads up.
See you around.
Whatever.
This rate will be producing 2 million kilowatts by year's end.
More than that, if we get the parts from Eladin for more...
Well, well, you're not like the other scrubs around here.
What makes you say that?
Your gear, it's high quality, like the rest of you.
What can I say? I like the best.
Then you're just the woman I need. When the exiles came to Kadara, they hid caches of Nexus supplies all over the Badlands. Junk, mostly. Stale protein bars and rations. But among the shit are some serious weapons lifted straight from the armory.
And you know this how?
I helped steal them. Problem is, those weapons are too good for the scum down here. And I can't sell weapons in Kadara Port without Sloan taking a cut. The cash nav point, though? You interested? It's yours for a fair price.
You've got a deal.
Lovely. Here's the nav point. In the meantime, feel free to take a look at what I've already got in stock.
That's it. Good work.
Enemies!
Got 'em all.
Pathfinder. Pathfinder Rev. This is the murder site Mr. Vidal asked you to investigate.
Reyes, I'm at the crime scene.
Great. I've got intel on our dead guy. Krogan male. Went by the name of Ziar. His frontal plate was pried off before he was shot to death.
Poor bastard.
Nice to see sadism is alive and well.
Do your scanning thing. Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. It's a start.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
DNA cannot identify political affiliations.
Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
whoever...
Welcome to Karabdis Point. Name's Malix. You looking for a place to hole up? Got some open beds. Food and clean water cost extra.
Take it you don't have any private rooms.
I could put up a sheet.
I'll pass.
Suit yourself.
How'd you end up on Kadara?
Followed Sloane from the Nexus, but couldn't pay her protection fees. No fancy port for me.
She forced you out?
Those are the rules. Can't pay the fees, can't live on the mountain. First few months were tough. No water, no weapons to hunt. I really thought I was gonna die out here.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, and I'm one of the lucky ones. I found other exiles. Put the strength in numbers theory to the test. Thus, Karabdis Point was born.
You get a lot of business out here?
Our establishment might not look like much, but spend a few nights in the Badlands and we're practically Hotel Azure. Clean beds, warm grub, and the only place for miles with properly filtered water. Serious amenities on Kadara.
One of your neighbors was murdered.
ZR's dead?
Very. Know anything that could help me track his killer?
No. ZR had a habit of shooting anyone who got close to his lawn. Still, grumpy bastard had his uses. People think twice about robbing you when there's a Krogan next door.
I better get going.
See you around.
Pathfinder. Venturev claimed he buried the Ket transponder near this location.
Found it. Well, that's busted.
The transponder's power source is drained.
So let's juice it up. Turn it on, then Gil can work his magic.
Once complete, this should provide us with the Archon's location, and in turn, Meridian's.
See? We're halfway there already.
Loving the positivity.
Pathfinder, Reyes still needs your help investigating the murders in Kadara Port.
A knife. Killer must have dropped it during the getaway. Something's carved into the blade.
We do not know if the wielder was Angaran. An exile could have stolen the blade.
baddie camp. Keep an eye out.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
It says here this weapon cache is headed for a specific camp. Sam?
With more information, I can determine the source of the transmissions. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Looks like it goes on the ground.
Hopefully there's a way down. We're gonna need a really big drill. Sam, another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Hurry! Help them!
So much violence. Glyphs aren't filled in. Should we look for more?
That should do it. Hey, I'm getting better at this. One down, 2 to go.
I appreciate the assistance, but you need to leave.
I won't poke anything I'm not supposed to. I promise.
Ryder has interfaced with the monoliths before. How is that possible?
It'll be easier to show you.
This area could be viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. However, for any long-term success, you'll need to find a solution to...
Another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further. Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
I was hoping for more yar pirates and less shooty pirates.
That should do it. We found all we can. Let's get back to Cineris. like those exiles stole tech from the port. We should be careful.
Approaching that point for the weapons cache, Pathfinder.
Hope it's worth the credits.
Just a guess, but I think we were set up!
I think that's all of them. It's full. After that ambush, I thought the whole thing was a scam.
We should confront the Turian. Demand an explanation.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
This area is called Dralir. It means death caves.
Charming.
Not really.
Look, a cave. Wanna explore?
This place is massive.
Detecting high levels of toxic gas. Proceed with caution, Pathfinder.
Hey, I'm always cautious.
Careful. It'd be easy to get lost in here.
Me? Lost? Never. Is that a generator? What's it doing all the way out here?
It appears to be powering the floodlights.
Well, yeah, but who put it here? The surveyor?
That would be a lot of equipment for one man to carry.
Nice work.
Boring.
Maybe there's another way.
Better find something cooler than a dead end.
Another generator.
And more lights. They lead to something? Okay, this was the Surveyor's last known location.
Got a dead guy over here.
The Surveyor. Who did it? Outcasts, Collective, random exiles?
Gravity.
What?
He broke his neck, probably from trying to obtain barite samples.
Wow. That's kind of embarrassing.
Sam, download his data. We can at least deliver that. You hear that?
Intruders!
Stand down. The charlatan wants this one alive. Out for a walk, Pathfinder?
More of a jaunt. It's good to stretch the legs.
A sense of humor. In Kadara, that'll either get you far or dead. But my orders are clear. You're not to be harmed. Crux is in charge here. If you've got questions, talk to her.
Sam, what's inside the cages?
Judging from the scratching, hardy.
Don't mind me.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Crux is the person to talk to.
Pathfinder, you caught me off guard. We don't receive many visitors.
The cesspools put them off?
They are natural deterrents, yes. The Angara call this place Drolir. Translates to death caves. A bit melodramatic. If you've a head for navigation, it's perfectly safe. Like most of Kadara, it's the people you should worry about.
What do you mean?
Someone's been faking the charlatan's orders, giving bad intel. It got 2 of our recruits killed.
Someone impersonating the charlatan could do a lot of damage.
Only the representatives have access to such high-level information. The boss knows it's someone operating out of this base. It's my job to find the culprit.
So what's the holdup?
The imposter could bolt at the first sign of suspicion. I need a subtle way to smoke them out.
Why would someone risk impersonating the charlatan?
Greed is a powerful motivator, Pathfinder. The Collective has access to supplies, credits, you name it. And we only answer to one person.
Maybe I could help. I'm not connected to the Collective. A curious outsider would raise less suspicion than an official representative.
That's true. All right, Pathfinder. Here's what we know. The drop point was in the sulfur springs, so the imposter should have high levels of sulfur in their clothes.
Sam's sensors should be able to detect that. Anything else?
We found footprints that could be human or Asari, but too smudged to get an exact size. That's all my intel.
Sulfur levels are normal.
Didn't peg the collective as gardeners.
My people call this plant Gavastir. Last light. It's extremely toxic.
Like everything else on this planet.
Sulfur readings are low. Additionally, Angaran feet are distinct from humans and Asari.
Can't hurt to check.
High sulfur levels, but the footprints at the drop site contradict a Solarian's webbed feet.
Just being thorough, Sam. Sam, what are they doing with the Adhi?
It appears the collective are attempting to domesticate the creatures.
And how's that going?
Aggression levels are lower than what we've seen in the wild, but I wouldn't recommend opening the cage. Sulfur levels are high. Her footprints are of a similar shape to those left at the drop site.
Could be our rat.
Before accusing Dorado, perhaps you'd like to talk to her. She could have an alibi. Sulfur levels are on the high side, but not by a large percentage.
And she's Asari, which fits our footprint bill. Can't rule her out yet.
She's worth further investigation.
Sorry about before, not much traffic down here. Recruits are jumpy.
You didn't shoot, that's all that matters.
You're awfully good-natured about people pointing guns at your face. Some of us have been down here for months. I haven't seen the sun in weeks.
Weeks? Seriously?
I'm one of the few people who know how to operate the water filters. I've been trying to train a backup, but most recruits can't stand the smell. Not many volunteers. I'd better get back to work. Thanks for the chat.
What do you think of Lynx, Sam?
Her explanation for the level of sulfur in her clothes was plausible, Pathfinder.
Need something? Go bother Crux.
You're a testy one.
Sorry. Haven't slept in 36 hours, thanks to another shit job.
36 hours? That can't be healthy.
Defying the charlatan's orders isn't healthy. I go where I'm told.
You've never been tempted to manipulate your boss's orders?
What? What do you mean?
You know, fudge the intel. Use the collective's resources to make a profit on the side.
I don't know what you're playing at, but I'm done talking to you.
Dorado's heart rate spiked when you questioned her about the shop.
Pathfinder, any luck finding the imposter?
Dorado's clothes showed high levels of sulfur. When I questioned her loyalty to the charlatan, she became frantic.
You asked her outright. I said to be discreet. Aquila, detain Dorado.
Dorado? She's gone. Said it was on the charlatan's orders.
Damn it. If the charlatan finds out I let her get away...
I'll take care of it. She can't have gone far.
this really hurts.
Crux, it's Ryder.
Did you find Dorado?
She ambushed me. I had no choice but to take her out.
Would have liked to question her, but at least it's done. Thanks, Pathfinder.
I'm receiving lifeform readings near that salvage. Unaffiliated outlaws. Activating automated forward station deployment.
Reyes should be here.
I detect no sign of Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder. Shall we proceed without him?
That's not...
Don't move.
Were we too loud?
Shut up. Farrell will deal with you.
I don't need to tell you what happens next.
You're You're going to try to kill me and my friends. I've got a few questions first.
No. You'll bleed, just like the others.
So it's true. You murdered innocent people.
Invaders and sympathizers are not innocent. I will protect my home.
Don't let your hate poison you. We can coexist.
Like here on Kadara. Sloane lies to my people and uses them for power.
I'm not Sloane.
You are all the same.
Not so fast.
You're late.
I've got a good reason. You'll see in 3...
Don't just stand there!
2...
Kill them!
Still mad?
Die!
We're not alone!
One out!
The streets of Kadara are safe again. You did good, Ryder. Don't worry. I'll let all the important people know who to thank.
Always good working with you, Reyes.
Next time, let's skip the murder and go straight to the bar.
Name the time and place. I'll be there.
That's the spirit. Don't be a stranger, Pathfinder.
All right. What now?
Perhaps Reyes has another job for you.
Hi again. Do you have the locations of the victims? It's the only way to make sure justice is served.
Or you could give the data to me for a quick reward. Something real.
Someone has to be held accountable for these murders.
Thank you. A civilization is nothing without justice.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
The exiles have quite a setup over there. Won't be happy to see us.
Back again?
That nav point was a setup.
Setup? Was the cache not there?
Yeah, but so were a lot of exiles who tried to kill me.
I'm not responsible for the actions of my other customers.
Other customers?
I may have sold the nav point to multiple people, but in my defense, I didn't think you'd all show up at once.
Oh, great. That makes it all better then.
I don't see why you're so upset. You got your weapons, and you survived. But I don't like unhappy customers. I'll give you a discount for your trouble. That's more than fair.